Check this one out. Said I'm gonna touch it to this supposedly ground wire and it's drawing up to 8 volts. Yeah, I don't think this starter motor negative is supposed to be touching this, so that shouldn't be there. Good morning guys, it's a new day today. So what we have got here is I'm actually inside a Ford Focus 1 litre EcoBoost. It's got an intermittent problem of the battery light coming on and also the fan going at full speed. So we're gonna have to diagnose that. That's a very odd fault, let's just say. Come help me out, let's go. Just want to show you guys. Don't know if you can hear it actually. The fan is already in full blast and then eventually you'll see the battery light will come on. Okay. As you can see here, lost communication with generator A, control module, lost communication with active go air shutter. Let's find out if these two are interconnected. I've just looked up the wiring diagram for it and it's actually coming up with the radiator blind shutter motor, which is what this code is here. It's showing as component 1 alternator circuit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and find a wire going to the shutter motor to see if there is anything wrong with that, and then also we're gonna check the LIN or CAN bus on the alternator side of things. I've plugged in 2 pins behind the alternator just to see if the CAN is working correctly. I can confirm that that CAN bus over there is working. Now is the question of, is that communicating with the grille shutter? So now we're going to have a look at the connection between those two. Let's inspect this. That's not good to begin with. Well, I think we have found our issue then, I guess. Who doesn't love to see one of those when they're diagnosing? It makes your life a little bit easier, isn't it? That pin has got the green stuff and that's why it's intermittent. Sometimes it will make a good contact and most of the time it won't. There we have it. We'll give that a good clean. Right, so we've now just cleaned up the connections there. As you can see, that corrosion was bad enough to cause those type of issues on this car. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to delete the codes and see if it's going to come back or not. And I forgot to show you guys that alternator was not following the desired voltage. Now we're going to check live data to find out if it's following that now. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, battery positive voltage and generator voltage is actually following now. I forgot to show you guys, but earlier it would just say generator voltage is 14.8 and then it would just be idling at 13.8. So that's that sorted, and as you can see there is no more battery light on this, so no trouble codes are detected now. It doesn't have that lost communication with what's it called, generator stuff. I could say that's done. I'm gonna pack up and then I'm gonna go on a test drive with the owner as well. Cool. Alright, so that's us done, and now we're gonna go for a test drive with the owner as well, just to make sure that it doesn't come back. Right, so that was that for that Ford. Surely that's a common fault because it gets wet quite easily down there. That's the reason why I sprayed the surrounding, not the pins, not the contacts, to obviously try and prevent it from happening again. Another thing that I thought is this car does not have an under tray, and from what I can see, it did used to have an under tray. That thing is actually covered by the under tray. So anyway, on to the next job. It might be a starter motor job, this one, but we'll see first. We need to have a look because the customer is saying that the car intermittently start as well, so catch you on that job. Right, so here we are on the next job. It's a VWCC intermittent or no start. I think it was intermittently starting for the past 5 weeks and now it doesn't start at all. Customer also mentioned that when it was starting, it was a lazy starter, so we have to check obviously all of the components first just to make sure that everything is okay, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll do a diagnostic and find out what's wrong with this car. All right, here we are. I was there like, oh yeah, maybe I just need to give the starter motor a little tap, but that's not the case. So it seems like that is the issue right there. As you can see, it's a burnt ground wire. However, the customer just recently replaced that as well, and as you can see here, the main ground going potentially to the ECU, I need to check it first, is actually burning as well. We need to check on that and find out what is happening. Check this one out. I'm gonna touch it to this supposedly ground wire and it's drawing up to 8 volts. Yeah, I don't think this starter motor negative is supposed to be touching this, so that shouldn't be there. So yeah, that's us done on this vehicle. Unfortunately, I could not record what I was testing down there by the power steering because it was very tight. Anyway, you guys won't be able to see anything. But there is an internal leak on the power steering motor. I believe because there's a severe oil leak at the back coming from the turbo. I think what's happened is it leaked all the way down into the power steering motor, and that's what's caused the internal issue where the ground is basically getting positive voltage. The customer is actually going to take it back to his mechanic so he can get it sorted there. Alright, so see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so that is us for today. That is finished. It's all diagnostic today, all went well. Obviously found all of the faults with the vehicle. Unfortunately with the last one we didn't manage to obviously win the repair, but that's fully understandable because if someone else touched it they best fix it. So yeah, anyways, thank you very much for watching guys. We will see you on the next one. Peace. Pardon? No tape?